So let's look at the background of the Scions of Elemental Evil. Long ago, elemental cultists used a chamber hidden within the Temple of Elemental Evil to summon extraplanar allies and threaten the regions of Flanace. So Flanace is to Greyhawk as Faerun is to Forgotten Realms. Okay. Uh, Called the Primordial Nexus, the chamber was buried in rubble when heroes defeated the cultists. Now a fanatic named Useldra Vox has excavated the primordial nexus. Reverent to the para-elementals, ash, ice, magma, and ooze, Vox communes with the elder elemental I, an entity of chaos and destruction. The entity imparted knowledge about the primordial nexus's magic in exchange for Vox's promise to use this power to kill as many non believers as she can. Vox's activities around the temple caught the attention of three new cults devoted to the para elemental deities of ash, ice, and ooze. Sensing the Elder's Eye's involvement, the cults united to help Vox. Together, the cultists are the primordial alliance, and Vox leads them as a self styled queen. Unless the characters can stop Vox and the cultists, Vox will summon an army of elemental monsters to wreak havoc on the world. About the original, first published in 1984, the 128 module, The Temple of Elemental Evil, spanned multiple chapters. Written by Gary Gygax and Frank Menser, who I recently met in person. The module included descriptions of the village of Hamlet, the notorious shantytown of Nuln, and the sprawling temple in which the forces of evil had been congregated. The Temple of Elemental Evil has ranked the fourth greatest Dungeons & Dragons adventure of all times by Dungeon Magazine on the game's 30th anniversary in 2004. And they are absolutely right. The Temple of Elemental Evil is extremely famous, probably the most famous module within the D&D community. It's up there with Expedition to Barrier Peaks, and it's massively been impactful. It's very iconically Dungeons and Dragons, and so this adventure is connecting back to that, that space that is really powerfully owned by Dungeons and Dragons, which is really, really fascinating.